Magician!
Hey YouTube, Magician84 here for the tournament report. Once again, things didn't really go according to plan. I mean, I won half my game, so yeah, I'm happy with the 2 wins I got with Elemental Heroes. Once again, I didn't get paired against the 2 people I wanted to play against. Just how? How does this even happen? Like, 4 tournaments in a row. Like, and yeah, of course, I was off to a really bad start, just losing my first round games, one of which being against fucking Cyber Dragons. I mean, like I said in the summary, just Infernity just outright ruined me, and so did Rampage. Like, there was just nothing I could do. Like, I mean, if I had Spirit of Neos and Solemn Strike, then I would have been able to do something. And then in game 2, I just bricked. And everything I did got countered, which was really annoying. Like, I just didn't have a chance to do anything. Although we did have a brief casual duel earlier where, like, I actually had better draws and I actually won and got revenge. Then I went up against Labrynth for the first time ever. I keep forgetting that deck exists. Yeah, it was a match-up where I was just going in blind, because I had sorry about that, I had a slight technical issue. I forgot what I was saying. Oh yeah, Labrynth. This was a match-up where I was just going in blind, because I had no idea what Labrynth does. So it looks to me like another trap-heavy deck, which is just annoyingly disruptive. Just bouncing their monsters to avoid stuff and popping cards. Yeah, it was just really annoying. Although I was able to make my best plays, they just kept getting countered. So I sided, as there were some things I had that could help me deal with Labrynth. But then my usual bad luck happens. I didn't draw any of my sided cards. So annoying, and my plays just kept being countered. I got drops down to 2100 life points. Oh yeah, and then I made that stupid mistake with evenly matched. Yeah, I was planning to randomly spring this as a surprise. On my opponents, but yeah, I actually picked up a copy of Evenly Matched the other day, but never got to use it, because I reset it. Like, I should have just kept it in my hand. Oh yeah, they also have cards that bounce my cards as well. So it just outright countered Spirit of Neos. Like, I was depending on him to avoid heavy damage, but that happened. Then Evenly Matched got popped. I'm so mad at myself. Like, if I'd have just kept it in hand and activated it from hand at the end of the battle phase, like everyone else does, I could have got rid of most of his cards, and, like, I could have made a comeback. And I would have done if fucking time hadn't been called and he used that other trap to just bring out a Labrynth to basically stop Escarida hitting him directly. So mad. Like, end of match procedure fucked me again. Like, this is why I hate end of match procedure. Like, I almost never win through it. Like, I keep getting fucked over. I wish it wasn't a thing. Like, that just outright denied me making it a draw. Yeah. Not sure I like Labrynth now. So yeah, I was really down in the dumps afterwards, because I lost both matches up to that point, and that decreased the chances of getting the two players I wanted to play against, so I was just giving up and losing hope, especially since I got pitted against Ancient Gears next. It's like, why? Why do I keep... Why am I being pitted against the two of the machine decks that I hate with a passion? So I was worried. I thought I was going to get OTK'd, but luckily that didn't happen, and this time I was able to have the nuts both games. Of course, very nice guy though. He threw some unexpected surprises at me, including Ghost Sister. That completely threw me off. I was like, oh no, this is gonna set me back. But thankfully it didn't. I feel like I attacked in the wrong order with a couple of my monsters though. Like, I should have attacked Hauser with Nova Master so I could get a draw, then have Flame Wingman take down what was it he summoned? Ancient Gear Wyvern, I think, and then I would have done a bit more damage. So yeah, another slight misplay, but didn't matter in the end. A Divine Serpent Gare was unexpected for sure, and so was Ectoplasma in the following game, and I was like, fucking Ectoplasma! But luckily, thanks to the boy, Stratos, it didn't come up. Well, Ectoplasma didn't come up. And then I had Billsy Silvercyclone in the fourth and final round, yeah, he just seemed to get really unlucky there. He just, with his Infernities, which I hadn't played against for a while, like, he just couldn't get off any plays, whereas I just had the nuts. Like, I felt bad. This kind of takes me back to the time when we were in the final of the second KCP tournament, where he also played Infernity, and I played Legendary Hero and won against him 2-0. Like, although I believe in game 2 I sided Decree against him in that tournament and he couldn't do anything. I didn't have Decree this time though, didn't need it. Still, I won half my games, so that's something. And I ended up finishing 12th out of 17 people. So not as many as last week, but yeah, it was all good. Excuse me. I just wish I could have done better though. Like, I was so sure I would with my elemental heroes. I feel like one problem I may have had was just increasing the deck size of it, because it was at 40. However, there were 4 cards that I really missed running in my deck. Elemental Heroes Necroshade, Wild Heart, Bubbleman, and Vision Hero Vion. But for the tournament, I did take out Necroshade and Bubbleman, because I thought Wild Heart and Vision Hero Vion would help me more, because Vion's good, and I figured Wild Heart would help against Trap Tricks. But of course, the Trap Tricks matchup never happened, so maybe that messed up my consistency a bit. Just having a 42 card deck, like I didn't think it would hurt that much, since elemental heroes are stupidly consistent, but I feel like it really messed me up in my first 2 rounds, just not drawing certain cards when I needed them. Might have to just cut it back down to 40, and but try and keep Wild Heart and Vion in somehow. Shame really, because I really wanted to play these again, because like, these 3 are classic elemental heroes, and I miss having them in my elemental hero deck. Maybe I should just put them back in my September 2007 elemental hero deck. And I might work on the main deck and extra deck a little bit. There was actually one point where I could have brought out Wild Wingman, but of course I don't have that in my extra deck anymore. Shame, really. I don't know. For me it was an okay event, I guess. Just gutted about losing those first 2 rounds, like I said, and making that stupid misplay with evenly matched, and bringing a 42 card deck into the tournament and not getting the pairings I wanted. I was tempted to just give up on this goal altogether. But maybe I should just try and see if I can get a casual game in with those 2 guys. Or maybe alternatively, like, regardless of whether I play in a hat tournament or a current format tournament, maybe I should do an absolute desperate last resort and play some kind of anti-meta deck. And I have expressed recently that I've not exactly been a fan of anti-meta decks lately, but don't worry, I have no intention of playing typical ones like the generic anti-meta deck that bullied me 12 years ago, or something like Psy-Frames. No. I might just make my own version, and it's not going to include Thunder King, Banisher, and Fossil Diner. Like, I will never, ever play those in a deck. Fuck them. I might have to come up with something to specifically counter everything in the current meta right now. Oh, that was bad timing. I'm not sure what I would come up with, but we'll see. Depends if I go through with it. Or just keep trying with the decks I chose. That being said, I am also thinking about using my Jinzo deck, because yeah, that can make Trap Tricks cry, and maybe if I'm lucky it would make Labrynth cry. I don't know. There'd only be one way to find out. The problem with running Jinzo though is it might still struggle against Kashtira and maybe Flunderies, or just anything really with raw power. So I'd have to think about that. Oh yeah, and because it's a dark deck, it's vulnerable to Bestials. I mean, some people say they're not seeing a lot of play right now, and only Branded Despia plays it, but of course, Branded Despia is still around, it's still a thing. I don't know, I'll have to see. Either way, there won't be a chance for me to play in a tournament for 2 weeks. Can't go to the one next Wednesday because I have plans. There's nothing on next Monday. And the one in 2 weeks will be a hat format tournament. But of course, the only 2 hat decks I have are 2 variants of Dark Magician. Like Pure and Dark Magic Strike. At least with Dark Magic Strike, if Dark Magician does get banished, I actually have ways to get him back from the banished zone. So maybe I'll go with that. Other than that, yeah, that's pretty much all there is to say. So thanks for watching, stay safe, and I'll catch you guys later. See ya. Thank you very much for watching. Be sure to subscribe to the Dark Magician YouTube channel.